the guide for week 7 for the higher grades, and our topic for today will be modals. There are 2 rules that you need to remember when you're following modals. You're in this slide here, and you have to get them to copy the text that's in red after you explain that when you use modals, you can always add the word not to the end of it to show that it doesn't have that quality. Like I cannot go to the party later, will not, could not, may not, might not. So you can always add not to the end of a modal. And number 2, modals are almost always used in conjunction to or with a main verb. So you can always add a main verb after them. Of course, there are instances like when you're just replying where you can say I can, will, I may, I might. But for the most part, at least for the basic, what we're teaching them is that there should always be a main verb after. I can play, I could play, I will play. And see, that's why modals, depending on what you use, really changes the meaning of the sentence. The meaning of I can go to the party tomorrow is very different from I might go to the party tomorrow and I will go to the party tomorrow. So modals can really change the definition of the sentence or what you're trying to say, and that's why they're so important. So I'm going to teach these modals in 3 parts. This is the first part. Let's get started. Flash this slide on the screen and explain that the words could, can, may, might, must, and will can be used to show whether you can do an action until whether you will actually do that. So when you use the words can and could, you're expressing whether something can happen, the possibility of something happening. When you use the word could, it's always used for the past. Like I could do a handstand when I was younger, but that's very different from I can do a handstand now, which is the present, or I can help you with your homework later. I can teach you how to do a handstand later on, right? So could and can show whether you have the ability to, whether it's possible, whereas may and might show whether something may happen. It's when you're not sure if something is possible, and this is always used for the future. Like, I may be at the beach on Sunday, but I'm not sure. I might drop by, but see, that just means that you're not 100% sure that you will drop by, but there is a chance that you will, right? So this kind of shows that you're not sure whether something's going to happen. And then the last one, must and will, show things that will probably happen. So of course nothing is set in stone, but this is the probability. I must attend that concert. I will be there on Sunday. Saying I can be there on Sunday, I may be there on Sunday, and I will be there on Sunday really changes the definition of the sentence, right? So that's why it's very important to remember these words. So explain these words better using this slide, and then get the learners to come up with their own examples also. So the example for could is I could do a handstand when I was younger. What about you guys? What's something that you could do before that maybe you can't do now? And then call on a learner. And then do the same for the other words. And then flash this slide and explain, okay, now I'm going to give you 2 minutes. In your notebook, I want you to write down 1 sentence for every word that you see on the board. 2 minutes. You can do one of 2 things. Number 1, you can get them to share their answers, so call on a learner per word. Or number 2, turn to a partner or turn to the people in your table and share your answers very quickly. If you spot a mistake, then very nicely say, I think that the answer actually might be this, and help your classmate out. But remember to always practice respect. So get them to pair share and then call on learners to answer. Okay, that's part 1.